Earth 1610, also known as the Ultimate Universe, is a parallel universe within Marvel Comics that was launched in 2000 as a way to provide modern reimaginings of classic characters and storylines. Introduction to Earth 1610, Ultimate Universe. Earth 1610, often referred to as the Ultimate Universe or simply Ultimate, was introduced by Marvel Comics in 2000 as a new and fresh take on their iconic characters and stories. It was created as an alternative universe separate from the mainstream Marvel Universe, Earth 616. The primary goal was to attract new readers while also giving longtime fans a chance to experience familiar characters in a different context. Key differences from Earth 616. The Ultimate Universe aimed to offer a contemporary and realistic approach to superhero stories. While maintaining core character traits, it often featured modernized origins, more complex relationships, and a slightly darker tone than Earth 616. Some characters underwent significant redesigns in both appearance and personality to fit the updated narrative. Origins and launch. The Ultimate Universe was launched with the title Ultimate Spider-Man, written by Brian Michael Bendis and illustrated by Mark Bagley. This series focused on a teenage Peter Parker navigating the challenges of being a young superhero. The success of Ultimate Spider-Man led to the expansion of the Ultimate line, including titles like Ultimate X-Men and The Ultimates, an ultimate version of the Avengers. Core titles and characters. The Ultimate Universe introduced reimagined versions of many iconic Marvel characters. Some of the most notable titles and characters included Ultimate Spider-Man, focused on Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Ultimate X-Men, revamped the X-Men with updated origins and relationships. The Ultimates, a modern take on the Avengers, featuring characters like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and more. Ultimate Fantastic Four, presented a contemporary version of the Fantastic Four's origin story. Reimagined origins and storylines. The Ultimate Universe offered fresh takes on classic origin stories. For example, Peter Parker's transformation into Spider-Man was influenced by a genetically modified spider bite, but it also explored his high school life and relationships in a more detailed way. Similarly, the Ultimate X-Men dealt with the emergence of mutants in a world that feared and mistrusted them. Ultimate Galactus Trilogy. One of the significant storylines in the Ultimate Universe was the Ultimate Galactus Trilogy, which consisted of 3 miniseries: Ultimate Nightmare, Ultimate Secret, and Ultimate Extinction. These stories featured the arrival of the cosmic entity Galactus and his heralds, challenging Earth's heroes to unite against an existential threat. Character developments and relationships. Ultimate Universe characters often had more complex and contemporary relationships. For instance, the romance between Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson in Ultimate Spider-Man explored the challenges of teenage love in a modern world. Additionally, relationships between team members in The Ultimates were characterized by personal conflicts and tensions, contributing to a more realistic portrayal of superpowered individuals. Controversies and impact. While the Ultimate Universe gained popularity for its fresh take on classic characters, it also faced criticism for certain changes and darker storylines. The portrayal of characters and events occasionally raised debates within the fan community. However, the Ultimate Universe undeniably left a lasting impact on Marvel Comics by influencing the portrayal of characters in other media adaptations. Crossovers and events. The Ultimate Universe had its own crossover events that impacted the continuity of its titles. These events often brought characters together to face common threats or explore larger narratives. Ultimate War, for example, pitted the X-Men against the Ultimates due to ideological differences. Ultimatum. One of the most significant events in the Ultimate Universe was Ultimatum, a crossover storyline that had wide-ranging consequences. It was a dark and intense storyline that involved the destruction of New York City and the deaths of several major characters. Ultimatum marked a turning point in the Ultimate Universe, leading to shifts in character dynamics and story directions. Decline and conclusion. Over time, the popularity of the Ultimate Universe waned, and Marvel Comics began to reintegrate some of the Ultimate characters and concepts into the mainstream Earth 616 continuity. The Ultimate line was ultimately discontinued, and the universe was brought to an end with the Secret Wars crossover event in 2015. Legacy and lasting influence. Although the Ultimate Universe came to a close, its impact on Marvel Comics and pop culture endured. Elements from the Ultimate Universe, such as certain character designs and concepts, continued to influence adaptations in movies, television shows, and video games. The Ultimate Universe also demonstrated Marvel's willingness to experiment with storytelling and reinterpretation of classic characters. In conclusion, Earth 1610, also known as the Ultimate Universe, was a parallel universe within Marvel Comics that provided a modern and reimagined take on iconic characters and stories. With its updated origins, relationships, and contemporary sensibilities, the Ultimate Universe introduced a fresh perspective to the Marvel mythos. While it eventually concluded, its legacy continued to influence various adaptations and demonstrated Marvel's creative flexibility in exploring new storytelling avenues.